Welcome to the historic Inner Harbor of Baltimore, Maryland. Just a stone's throw away, you find M&T Bank Stadium, the home of the Raiders. The perennial Pro Bowler, Justin Tucker, has it on the tee. And off we go, here in Baltimore. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now the first carry for the Rutgers Scarlet Knight, Isaiah Pacheco. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Mahomes from out of the pistol. He'll throw. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Once again, it's Pacheco. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short. Play action pass. You can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Finding room to the 20. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15.
Explosive plays. Teams understand just how valuable they are in regards to the ability to score points. Typically, they come through the air, Mike. In this case, they got it on the ground. Now they find themselves inside the red zone.
That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Travis Kelce, the intended target. And it'll be 2nd down. A handoff to Pacheco. And a determined run there. He gets about 7 yards inside the 10-yard line. Play 8 of the opening drive coming up, and now they face 3rd down. Throwing is Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Butker's kick is good. And the Chiefs will take a 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Lamar going to work from the pistol. He finds Likely, his tight end. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. And the pistol, Jackson ready. That's caught, Derrick Henry. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4. First carry for one of the league's best workhorses, Derrick Henry. Gets to the edge at the 30. And he's going to take this all the way home. Derrick Henry, touchdown Baltimore. That touchdown, number 11 on the year. Tucker, good on the extra point. And the Ravens move out to a 7-3 lead. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. A return now from the 4. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Mahomes. He's going to look deep for Adams. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He's got his tight end. That's Travis Kelce. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
On play action, it's Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. And this will be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there. And 3rd down coming up.
You have to come down with those opportunities. You're not going to get your hands on the ball very often as a defensive player. And when you do, let alone in the end zone, those are plays you just have to make.
Mahomes going to throw here on 3rd down. That's complete. Who else? It's Kelce. And he's out of bounds on what will wind up being the final act of this opening quarter. So the big play gets him down close. And now it's 1st and goal. Here's Pacheco. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Chiefs. The extra point by Butker is good. And the Chiefs are on top. It's now 10-7. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Justice Hill to return. And he's brought down right at the 25. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And he'll take this past the 30, a gain of 6, mark it at the 31. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Third down, 3 to go. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. A big play there for Baltimore. 33 yards. He'll turn and hand this one off. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Pistol formation with Jackson. A ball deep for the end zone. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. He was trying to get that to Tez Walker. And it'll be 3rd down.
I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw. But I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved a touchdown along the way.
Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. And it's going to lead to 4th down. Out is Justin Tucker to try the field goal. This one from 54 yards out. Tucker's kick is good. And the Ravens will level the score at 10 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
But dangerous Miko Hardman on the return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. He'll get that complete to Isaiah Pacheco. And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
On first down, it's Mahomes. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, KC.
This is when you're very fortunate as an offensive play caller, Mike, that you not only have the speed on the outside, but you got the big arm behind center, because it doesn't get real fancy. If you can hold up in the protection, you're saying run as fast and as far as you can. I'm going to throw it as far as I can, and when you connect, it is a thing of beauty, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes Hill on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now, Jackson. This one complete downfield to Walker. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 85 yards. Touchdown, Baltimore. Extra point try now for Tucker. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. A play fake. Now it's Mahomes. That'll be intercepted. And he's going to be taken down, but it's a quick change situation. He has set his offense up with 1st and goal. Here's a run. They'll come up with nothing there. Fortunate just to get back to the line. And that'll set up 2nd and goal. They'll go with him again. And he'll be taken down. Let's call it the 7-yard line. And here comes 3rd and goal. Play action now. Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation. And for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Hardman now to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. First down throw, Mahomes. Throw over the middle, brought in by Adams. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. First and 10. Motion man is Rice. Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Travis Kelce, the intended target. And it'll bring up second down. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Working the right side, taken in by Rice. A pickup of 15 in the air. Good for a Chiefs first down.
One of the things that makes him one of the best receivers in the NFL, Mike, is his ability to create separation downfield. He makes it so easy for his quarterback to not only find him, but to constantly create a nice throwing window like he did right there.
Right back to the air for Mahomes. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Out is Justin Tucker to try the field goal. This will be an even 40-yard attempt. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it first down. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. That's going to be incomplete. They say no to the field goal, but that backfires. They're going to come away with nothing as this first half comes to an end. Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. 3 points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Here's first and 10. On play action, here's Jackson. Fires left sideline. That is complete. First time they've looked his way all game long. It comes through with the grab and a first down. Now give on the ground. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
They'll stick with him again. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up third down. Throwing Jackson. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
You find yourself trailing coming out of the halftime break. Your defense is going to start on the field. And, man, what a great way to get this half started. Keep this game within one possession, get the ball back to your offense, and see what they can do.
And that one had too much behind it. It's into the end zone for a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Mahomes from out of the pistol. He'll throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarter. To complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
This caught right side by Worthy. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
He's going to let this one go for Worthy. And he's going to take this one all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, Kansas City. And Butker on for the extra point. He gets it to go. And the Chiefs have taken a 4-point advantage. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes Hill on the return. Now, on the return, he has lost the football. But this is taken in by a teammate. Start the drive on the ground, and here comes a reverse. Well, he shows you the elusiveness getting out of one tackle, but not the other. Fortunate, really, to get back to the line of scrimmage on that play. He'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. That catch number 40 on the season for him. First and 10, Jackson. Right back to Andrews. He's got another one.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Whoa. A gain there of 11. Good for a Raven first down. Here's Jackson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. On the give, here's Henry. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. Good for a Raven first down. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Jackson now to throw on first down. This one intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
A handoff here to start the drive, but this will end up being a reverse. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
That is caught. He gets the hookup with Rice. They'll pick up 23 on that one. First down, KC. A give here to Pacheco. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6. They send him right out of the slot. They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
On third down, Mahomes. That's complete to Rice. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down. And this one right down the middle. It's good. A big 3 points as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Here comes a return from the goal line. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Now, faking the give. He's going to let this one go deep. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
The biggest correlation between scoring points in the NFL is your ability to generate explosive plays. And oftentimes, the best explosive plays in the passing game happen when the quarterback is outside the pocket. And great example of it here.
A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's second down. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. Second down, 8 for the first down. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend. So give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls
in trouble, and down he goes.
I see a lot of tired legs out there on both sides of the field, Mike. Looks like this pass rush has found a little bit of a second wind. They come away with a big-time sack, and it brings up fourth down.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports. After this, defense has to play smart, avoid a penalty on 4th and long. They'll drop to throw. I had to take a chance on 4th down, and it's intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Got a man over the middle, it's Worthy. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot. A deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
On 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
Once the quarterback gets flushed out of the pocket, Mike, he has to make a split-second decision. Does he remain a passer and give his guys time downfield to work open? Or does he turn into a runner, just try to pick up some positive yards with his legs? I think in this case, the extra time paid off. Remained a passer, found an open target downfield, and he's able to get the ball to him for a nice completion.
And he is going the wrong way, tackled back at the 7.
You know at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
Mahomes going to throw here on 3rd down. And that one just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down.
Now after taking that loss on the sack, it changes your entire approach offensively. You go from playing for 6 to now everything is just about coming away with points.
And this one right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson now. That's downfield, and he's got Andrews, his tight end. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock is stopped with 21 seconds to go in the game. Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a 1st down. Now it's Jackson. He'll get it into the hands of Zay Flowers. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And these are the moments in the game, Mike, where you need your best players to come through and make their presence felt. And that's exactly what he does there. Picks up a nice reception, good chunk of yards, and they keep their hopes alive.
And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. And the Chiefs will get the ball at their own 17-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
The Chiefs will use their 3rd and final timeout here. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They put Adams in motion. Here we go. One final play. Open man downfield. It is Adams. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. Their winning ways continue. They've yet to be stopped as they remain unbeaten in the month.